never ends. It is comfort, deeply so, that I know this to be true. We live like the seasons, I have come to believe. Then we emulate Earth as she dies back in the winter and rebirths in spring. Our lives are seasons of change, filled with dreams and knowledge, epiphanies and disappointments, lessons and teachings. A season of death comes to everyone. It is something we all share, even amid the ties that bind and the cleaves that divide. When my season becomes deep winter and the door to a different place and plane opens, I shall go with grace, knowing that your love matters. Deborah Harden. I'd like to introduce these lovely people on stage with me on violin over here, Laura Gilly. A lovely Laura. Back here on drums, sitting down, Pam Flainer. She was my first teacher in Columbia. Here on guitar, Dave Gurley. There you go. We've got a guest bass player sitting in with us tonight, Al Losba. Here on the synthesizer, good friend Jeff Wheeler. And the man who made all this possible, because without him, this wouldn't have happened. My facilitator and my very good friend, Tony Lutvin. This project has come to pass because I've got metastatic breast cancer, and I'm stage 4, and there have been a couple times in the last 2 years that I almost didn't make it, kind of circling the drain. And I've always written and been a writer, and so when I was diagnosed, my writing changed into something that mattered. And I was going to publish a book, and I started working on a poetry book, and it was very flat, and there was nothing there. It just wasn't working for me. And I woke up one night thinking, a CD, I'm going to put this to music. And I knew what instruments that I wanted to accompany me with, and look what happened here. These people have given so much of their time and effort and putting this together, and you know how blessed I am to have somebody write a symphony for me, huh? Yeah. So it became a labor of love over our summer, and we ended up, it just worked out to where most of my poetry had seasonal sort of, you know, thoughts to it, feeling to it, and so we divided it into seasons, and it's very interesting how it circulates, it goes in a circle, just like all life does, it circles. We start with Love Matters and goes through spring and summer and autumn and winter. And interestingly enough, the woman that's doing the graphics for the CD, which will be coming out in November, lives in Dublin, Ireland, and she just happened to be here this week. And so the circle completed. We were all together in the studio. It was wonderful. So I'm going to give it to Tony and let him, my facilitator here, who I couldn't have done this without him. Literally, I could not have done it. We just had this connection the first time we met. I kind of started talking to him in Coffee Zone, and I've stuck to him since then. So, Tony.
The CD is, like Deborah said, the CD is probably going to be coming out in another 6 weeks or so. We're going to do a little bit more from it. What we did was the title poem, Love Matters, and the rest of the CD is divided into 4 seasons, and each season is one musical piece. You can turn that monitor down if you want. A little bit. Each season has its own musical themes and also kind of a signature instrument sound. So for summer, the instrument signature sound is the National Steel, played by Dave Durnley. So we're going to get on into summer here, and the only other thing I want to say is, if you have your phones and you want to know more about pre-ordering a CD or what we're doing, then you can put a note on your phone to send an email with your contact information to lovematterscd@gmail.com. And if you don't have a phone and you want to get on the list, I've got a notebook over here. Just come and print your name and your contact information, and I'll make sure to get information out to you as it becomes available.
Here we go into summer. There we go. Medicine stones. Medicine stones speak smooth and round. They call Sister Raven to gather them upon her tongue, under the full light of the moon. Night falls from her claw, spilling onto the earth below. Raven's wings and she soars, carrying her gifts and woes to her medicine box. She drops a medicine stone into the aura of the moon, now silently drifting on wispy cloud, as moonlight captures her plea within the white veil of sacred light. Moon settles slowly, hanging in night sky, raven now earthbound, as the shaman of moonlight swallows the holy medicine stones in prayer. Deep within my heart, she flies. Separation between life and death. The spirit world resides in creative ponderings and possibilities. Will shaman put my fractured soul back together again? Will she tear asunder the veil of illusion and let me fly to other worlds? Elsewhere universe animated by spirit and consciousness, and the pulsing of light where the night never ends. Can I walk through the depths of darkness and find liberation? Behold the outstretched hands and commune with the spirit world. Enter therein and listen to wind-carried ancestor stories. Become the memories of Middle World, so you, storyteller, will know that the future takes care of itself. Sometimes the impossible dream is all that is left. I came from the sky. I came from the sky with stars all around me, from the old ones who hear the ancients speak. I came on the light clouds tapped by solar rays as the setting sun sunk under the pads of my calloused feet. I have only a short moment before I grasp a moon ray to arise from the east. I come from the sky, I am a miracle, for I have known life. Stone stairways. As I near the first step upon stone, I look back to pause in reflection upon you and also you. As I near the second step, and yet still I look back, where miles yet ahead and days left here with you. As I step up, thrice elsewhere unfolds, though Grandmother Wolf would not let me go. As I come to the fork, once again I look back, neither ready nor willing to loosen my sword. As I turn away last time, there is no looking back, no slipping off center. I am more than a memory. Summer day. We live poems all day, one by morning light and one by evening dusk. Anticipate the moon and follow the sun with no regrets. Long days of bird song and crawling on soiled knees to find sweetness under the vines, sweetness. Watch the river flow in joyous pleasure as she follows the arc of the sun and brings evening cacophony as the fish jump in rhythm with the bullfrogs bellowing. As twilight comes, we become the light. barren, virile, dry and sere. Then the rains came to fill her vessel, wet, bulging sides, hungry for soil, but willing to wait while small fairies prance upon her surface, and hounds plunge their thirsty tongues deep into her sated belly. Wayfinder, in your age you will see the moon rise over the thundering tide and smell the dampness of misty mountain tops and hear the clacking dance of wind-driven prairie grass and watch shadows grow long at the edge of sunburnt canyons. In your youth, there is not reason to hurry the moon tides pushing against the thundering sea, nor breathlessly inhale the sweet aroma of misty mountain tops, nor stir the winds as if to invite her dance on earthly touch, nor stand as a small foot-tapping shadow deep in a golden canyon. In your youth, just be loved and wait for one more day, wait for one more hour, wait for one more breath to dream dreams beyond the curtains of your small bedroom. For in time short enough, far beyond countless moons, fading memory and rickety bone will not seek tide nor mountaintop, nor dancing shadows awaiting substance in faraway places. Listen closely and heed your dreams, for they will take you where your feet can no longer tread, as you seek haven behind the faded curtains of an old woman's life richly lived. appreciate you doing that. That was our summer session.